Yo guys, so a really quick video with my brother Pepe and Giuseppe today. It's just to talk about your experience of working with me for this last, month and like 1 year and something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll try to keep this as simple as possible. You wanna introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, buddies. I'm Pepe Curto on Instagram, and I'm a coach, I guess, on help people. I don't like just defining myself because, I guess there's so much more to be a human than just definitions, and I guess that's all I work with because my mission, my brand, all of this is based around the art of being you, which simply means allowing people to liberate themselves and embody their most authentic truth and go past the illusions of identities and personality and simply learn what it means to flow from your essence rather than your mind and all of that, and how to unlock an authentic life that mirrors that authentic energy you express. And I've been working with Daniel for now, almost 1 year and a half or even more, and we have been growing together and going through such a journey and such a process. I'm very proud to be here right now in Bali, sharing this lifestyle, sharing this life with my brother after all this work we've done. And we started nowhere and we are somewhere now, and there's so much more to experience and to grow, and so much more growth for us to happen. Do you have any specific questions you want me to ask or to answer? Or?
There was a beautiful introduction. Where were you before we started working together? And by the way, we started working together in March of 2024? At the end of, it was around that time. Earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, no, you're right, probably that, yeah.
Around that time. Yeah, so where were you at that time, and how would you compare that to the current situation where you are at the moment?
Well, I was just at the beginning of my social media journey, and I was sitting at something like 16,000 followers, so around that number.
Even lower, I remember 12,000.
I wasn't really monetizing, if not through little collaborations and stuff like that, so I was just a kid with a mission and a lot of willingness to share the journey I was going through. That was what I was doing when Daniel reached out and we connected and we started working together. His offer was to help me monetize and build my systems and funnels to make sure that I was actually monetizing the work I was doing. And so that's where my journey started, also as an entrepreneur and as a coach and all of that. So he believed in me since the very first moment, and thanks to his hard working skills, was able to help me build all the systems and funnels and do all the boring work that is not necessarily my strength, while my strength is being in front of a camera or guiding people or helping people. That was not something I was willing to do, and he definitely supported me in the process. And where we are now is we are in Bali. We are making good months in terms of money. I am now an entrepreneur officially, and I'm working with him. I have my own business. In 1 year and a half, I was able to travel pretty much wide around the world and grow my social network from what we say like 12,000, which was already actually in the growing process, to now almost 200,000 today. And so a big massive shift that we have done together as we've grown in partnership, in us brothers and us entrepreneurs and all of that comes along.
Yeah, beautiful, nice. So our best month, because we've been kind of, going back and forth for this year and a half with, okay, what should we do, what type of offers and such, because you fluctuate so much, right? Our best month was like 15K a few months ago. What would you say was, try to be honest, of course, what would you say was like the biggest aspect or the biggest lever, vertical, the biggest pillar that made you able to reach that goal?
Well, obviously, as pretty much anything in life, a lot of inner work and expanding in my ability to receive and working through my limitations and blockages, which is actually the work I do now in guiding people, and the work I do now in my everyday life as I work and walk through limitations and blockages every day, since it's not a process you graduate from. But certainly your help has been absolutely necessary, especially moments where I doubted my prices, my value and all of that, and you were able to see me beyond and beyond me and see the value and push me to expand and to expand to expand from a scarcity mindset into a more abundance mindset. And we've been doing kind of an exchange in that several times, so that was always a beautiful mirror. But honestly, I just want to go straight to the point because we all know why we're here. I'm here to give you my testimonial of Daniel's work. We all know it, and it comes from a deep place of honesty and gratitude for being able to have experienced this journey with my brother that's just getting started as we're growing together. And honestly, there are a few reasons why I chose to work with Daniel. I am working with Daniel, and I want to keep working with Daniel, and I think you should be doing that too. It's because he's able to, has this beautiful, empathetic, open heart that is very important for me in the person I work with. It's able to see you and feel you beyond everything, but at the same time, it's got this beautiful structure, systematic way of working. He's an incredibly hard worker, and he loves also studying and enriching himself and growing, and that's what I've witnessed in this year and a half, the growth, exponential growth that he has made, intellectually, internally, and financially at the same time. So it's definitely a guy who's committed to his process, committed to his mission, and is definitely willing to support the right mission, the right people, to help them grow and expand, and with support and devotion and consistency. And he's got that beautiful systematic structure that I miss sometimes in my being, like as a creative, as an artist, I would say almost. I tend to free flow more, and he always brings me back to that systematic structure that is so important when it comes to business. At the same time, I wouldn't want to do it myself, so that's why I work with someone like Daniel that can help me through that. But at the same time, I also value the fact that he's able to meet me and see me in the emotional depth, so it's not just the brain, but it's a whole being with depths of heart, mind, and soul. And that's what I value the most about our partnership. I value his commitment and his willingness to grow beyond himself and everything.
Bro, you talk like it's scripted.
Yeah, because I love to talk. And it's real truth, so
Yeah, I mean,
no script here, all the real shit.
Yeah, thank you, bro. For someone that is watching this and is afraid of just, maybe starting a business or creating content, what would you say? Try to keep it, short and concise.
Maybe not.
What would you say to them? To the person behind the screen, the camera, that wants to start but it's afraid? Give a bit of wisdom, a bit of value in that regard.
Okay. It's a very hard question to answer in an original way, because everybody pretty much would say a couple of things, which is just start, do it anyway, who cares? Another question I would love to give you is like, why do you give a fuck? Who are you afraid to, like? There's definitely a person or someone or an entity in terms of society or culture, something that you're afraid to kind of disappoint if you're seen trying what you're willing to try on. But simply, honestly, the biggest work you can do in that case is remember that this that we're doing here is a fucking game, a silly game. We're floating on a rock in a spacious universe and galaxies, and nothing really matters that deep. And in a click of time, you're gonna be on a deathbed, taking your last breath, and think of yourself in that position. Look at yourself, of your life backwards, and now tell me if that fear matters something, and tell me if the excitement of being able to witness and be the version of yourself in your vision you're meant to be doesn't overweight the fear. So it's just a game of rebalancing. What do you value the most? What do you value the most? And if you have a goal, you have a mission, that's, I believe, God's way of guiding you through your path. And if you allow fear to stop you, you're wasting potential, human potential, your potential, and your contribution will be lacking in the world. And that's why society is not in balance, because many of us are lacking the ability to walk our paths and to share our gifts. So if you have a gift and you do, and you see a vision, the most beautiful service to humanity, to yourself, you can possibly do is walk that path and try it out, because there is no worst failure than not even trying. That is the worst failure you can possibly have, because that will literally hit you alive on your deathbed, and that's something you don't want to do. That's something you don't want to bring on your deathbed. Rather bring in the funny memory of you failing than the fucking horrible regret of you not even trying. So that's pretty much what I would say. Why not? This is a fucking game. Rather start playing now than paying the price of not playing later, right?
Bro, beautiful. Man, he's a fucking philosopher. Yeah. All right, just to end this off, if someone watching this is on the fence of, trying to decide, should I work with Daniel, should I not work with Daniel, and they cannot really decide, what would you say to them, truthfully?
Well, bro, I would need to know what is the problem, where is the resistance, why are you, what is it? Definitely something about trust. Why are you not able to trust in this process? Where is the resistance? Why are you feeling? Is it the price? If the price, then just remember how money works. Also, there is a trust commitment. The more you trust money, the more you receive money. It's a trust frequency. So being able to invest in your growth, the growth of your business, and receiving Daniel's help with absolutely, even just energetically match you to an abundance mindset, an abundance frequency. So if it's the money, then that's how money works. So start playing that game if you want to make more. Then secondly, if it's related to what, I don't know, questions, then you free to ask Daniel. So all the questions is very approachable, very reliable and all of that. So just speak your mind. What are your concerns? Where is the resistance? And know that if this is meant for me, and if you guys are a beautiful match, you have a lot of fun and a lot of success working together. At the same time, it's a body feeling. If you know deep down, you feel it in your gut that something for you is calling to work with Daniel, then that is the art of being you, following your highest excitement, being able to tune in with the energy and listen to it in any circumstances, no matter, bypassing the fear, not bypassing the fear, but pushing through and moving forward despite the fear. That is the art of being you. So that's the courage of being you. So if you're feeling a bit of resistance, take some courage on your side and know that the right investment is the only thing you need to actually level up and go to the next level. And sometimes walking the path with a mentor, with someone that can help you, it just smoothens the process and accelerates the results and takes off a lot of mistakes that you can avoid thanks to someone else's expertise, like Daniel in this case. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would say.
Thank you, bro.
My pleasure, brother. Till next time when we hit 1 million, we'll have another video. Right? Much love and